Thank you, dear Ursula, dear Jens, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Strong allies make strong alliances. The European Union and NATO, we have evolved and grown in parallel over the years. Our organizations are close, our histories are intertwined. 21 of the 27 EU member states are members of NATO, and 23 if we count Sweden and Finland. And EU member states represent the majority of NATO countries. The EU and NATO, we share the same common values of freedom and democracy, and we share the same goal: peace, freedom, and prosperity for our people. Russia's war against Ukraine has had two unintended consequences. It has strengthened both our organizations, the EU and NATO, and it has brought us closer together. First, we are stronger. NATO has reinforced its presence in Eastern Europe, and it will have two new members, Sweden and Finland. Putin wanted less NATO, but he has achieved the opposite. He will have more NATO, and he will have more EU. We are also getting stronger. We are speeding up the enlargement process with the Western Balkans, and we took the historic decision to grant candidate status to Ukraine and Moldova, and the European perspective to Georgia. And we are reinforcing our European defense. For the first time in history, we provided little military equipment to Ukraine through our European Peace Facility just a few hours after the start of the war. So far, we have reached more than 3 billion euros, in addition to the massive military contributions of our member states. Since day one, we have stood by the people of Ukraine with strong military, financial, diplomatic, and political support. Together, the EU and its member states have contributed nearly 50 billion euros. And second, Russia's war against Ukraine has brought the EU and NATO closer together. In fact, we are closer today than ever. Both our organizations have recently raised our ambition by upgrading our strategies for our future security, the EU strategic compass and NATO strategic concept. Our organizations are complementary. NATO is and remains the foundation of collective defense and essential to Euro-Atlantic security, and the EU is determined to contribute more effectively to global and transatlantic security. With today's declaration, we want to take our cooperation to the next level to ensure peace and stability, intensifying our cooperation in new areas, such as protecting critical infrastructure, space, the security implications of climate change, and foreign information manipulation and interference. We Europeans, we want to take more responsibility for our defense, and that also means we enforcing the European pillar within NATO. EU leaders agreed on a clear strategy at our meeting in Versailles last year in March. We developed a strategy to bolster our strategic autonomy and European sovereignty. We agreed to spend more on defense and to strengthen our industrial capabilities by investing more in our defense. Making Europe stronger makes NATO stronger, because strong allies make strong alliances. Thank you again, dear Jens, for your commitment in taking this cooperation forward. You can count on the EU. Thank you.
Thanks much. And then I give the floor to President von der Leyen.